Hello, this is SFAR MLS Tips. I'm RJ Johnson. I'm part of the MLS support team. And today this video will show you how to use the agent lookup tool when you're closing a sale. As you see on my screen, I'm already in a listing and at the editing screen, the revised listing screen. So what we're going to do is go into status information because we're changing the status from pending to closed. And then we'll have to supply the buyer agent number. So to do that, first you have to change the status to closed. So that will activate the buyer agent and buyer agent office fields, also the co-agent if you have one. So now that you've got that, you would obviously load in other information such as your close date, your close price, your buyer financing. But what we're looking at today is making sure that you enter the agent ID information correctly and making it easy for you to do so. First off, I'll mention that the agent ID is not, repeat, not their DRE number. That is for the California licensing requirement, but it is not what is used by our MLS or others to uniquely identify an agent. So today I'm going to use Technology Committee Chair Vanessa Gamp as our demonstration example here. And I think I know the spelling of Vanessa's name, but I don't know her MLS ID number. So rather than playing a game of guessing, we click on the icon here, the lookup tool. It looks like a piece of paper with a magnifying glass. This will pop open a new screen, and it gives you options for agent search or office search. It will default to agent search because that's what you started from, an agent. Now, you have several ways of looking up agent information. If I know Vanessa's correct spelling of her name, I can type that in, G-A-N-P. Her first name, let's see, V-A-N. Now, I don't know if it's two N's or one N, so I'm going to stop right there and see what I get. I click on search. No records found. Okay, maybe I typoed something. So well, I know it starts with a G-A, and I know her first name starts with a V-A-N. So again, you can make it a shorter search. The shorter the search terms, the more results you'll get. So let's do that now. Search. And we get two results. Vanessa Gallagher, a name I'm not going to try to pronounce. And there we go, Vanessa R. Gamp. And here you'll see that it shows her MLS ID number, her agent ID in this case, 807170. It also shows her license number, which if you do have an agent's license number, now you can use that as a way of double checking that you're looking at the correct agent. So I'm going to click on select, and that's going to populate her information there. Now notice also, we see her name and we see her office ID and office name. So by using the lookup tool, you save yourself some typing. Let's go ahead and delete this for a moment. And when you delete the information, you'll notice that when you tab off the field, it also deletes the name field. So this time we're going to look up Vanessa again. And I'm going to grab a piece of information, do the search. So you can also learn more information about the agent by just clicking on their name. There's a lovely picture of Vanessa, good photographer. Her ID number, her office and office code. What I'm looking for here is, I'm going to copy and paste her email just as an example here. I'm going to close this window. So now, when I go to look up an agent, if I don't know their first and last name, correct spelling, or if they use a nickname or some name that doesn't necessarily always appear on official documentation for purposes of their marketing, somebody might be named, very, very long name, Beauregard Burnside III, but they go by Bo. And so you look for Bo, but there's no Bo because it's under Beauregard. Okay. What you can do, in addition to their last name, their first name, phone numbers, office name, you can search by their email address. And when you've had correspondence with an agent, you should have their email address at hand. You can grab that, search on that. And then again, you'll get a unique lookup. And once again, to populate that field, we click on select. It fills in the ID, the name, the office ID, and the office name. Then you're all set. At this point, you would complete filling out the closing form. And when you're done, you would click save and you would get a saved listing. I'm not going to do that today because this is merely an example. But again, this is a quick way of using the lookup tool in the closing, in the status information revision field. And if there's any questions, please let us know at mls@sfrealtors.com. Again, email us to mls@sfrealtors.com. Thank you very much. Have a good day and good selling to you.